It's going to cost you a lot of money to live in California, especially Los Angeles County. Actually, you pay a premium to live in Los Angeles County, but it really isn't that excessive, and for right now, it seems worth it. But for anyone that's planning on moving to Los Angeles County, which a lot of people do, but a lot of people come here with nothing, and they expect to make it big with nothing and nothing to offer. You will not make it anywhere without anything to offer. If you make $100,000 or more where you're at, and you can do that over here in Los Angeles County or in LA, you'll be able to own property. But if you make anything less than about 60,000 a year, you're going to be renting for most of your life. So the thing is, you can have a pretty decent life in California, which to me, it seems worth it, but it all depends on how much or how badly or how good you are at generating wealth. Now, if you have a skill like plumber or electrician, construction worker, mechanic, then you can make a pretty good amount of money here. You could also make a lot of money in AC, fixing ACs, in a lot of skilled labor. So you don't really necessarily need to be a doctor or a lawyer to make lots of money here in California or LA. But the minimum is you have to be a skilled worker. If you're a regular general labor worker, like you work at a Starbucks or you work at what are those, Little Caesars, you're not gonna have, well, you could still have a decent life here in Los Angeles County. The only thing is your cost of living is gonna be, or your quality of life is gonna be very low. If you're just a person that wants to work at Walmart, or you want to work at wherever you want to work at, in a factory, a general labor worker, you could still have a pretty decent life here in Los Angeles County. You just have to be really smart about it. You'd have to be married. You'd have to have dual income, and you would have to work full time or more than full time to have a pretty decent life. But this is the thing, you're not going to own any property in California, unless the only thing you're going to own is probably like a trailer. um but I'm talking about Los Angeles County. I'm not talking about San Bernardino. I'm not talking about Inland Empire. You can have a better life working for Walmart or those general labor places if you lived in the Inland Empire, because the property there is a lot cheaper. But the thing is that I'm talking about LA County is a little bit more expensive than San Bernardino and the Inland Empire. Is it worth living in Los Angeles County? From what I've seen, from where I've been to New Mexico, I've been to Arizona, Nevada, I've been to Mexico, I've been to Texas, almost all of it. And I can tell you this: Los Angeles County, well, this is the thing. Every state, every state has their special things here and there, but above all, Los Angeles County is way better, hands down, by a lot. You can do more here in LA County than you can in Texas, in Arizona, and the negatives in LA County outweigh the negatives in other states like Texas and New Mexico and also Arizona. We have Texas in California, and we have New Mexico in California. We have those things here. So there's nothing that we haven't seen. There's nothing that Texas can offer someone from LA County that they haven't seen hundreds of times over. The weather in California is the greatest weather in the world. Probably the world, who knows? But it's pretty damn good. From what I've seen in Texas, the weather in Texas is horrible. It's flat land. That's why there's tornadoes that just destroy through places. I was there. I went to Dallas, and a tornado blew through Dallas and destroyed so many buildings. Now, and their weather is ugly. It's not good. I went through the snow, the rain, it's just not the best weather in Texas, and everything is spread apart. And so this is part one. I'm gonna do another part explaining more about what it is to live in California.